finishing my tea. I just had like a very light breakfast because I woke up a lot later than I thought I would, but I don't know, I just kind of slept like poop. But I'm about to hop on a call with that doctor that I told you guys I'm working with. I did all those tests and I look naked. We finally have all the results back. So I'm about to hop on that call in like 10 minutes and then I'll give you guys the lowdown. Wish me luck. Hello.
It's good to see you again.
I'm nervous. Am I dying? No, like all jokes aside, you have no idea how good that feels to hear. Just finished my facial. I'm feeling glowy. I feel hydrated. I just need to work on this hyperpigmentation, but that's a problem for another day. I'm about to hop back on the subway, but I remembered right next to the subway is an Ulta, and I want to go smell Ariana Grande's new perfumes. The Pink Cloud, I think is what it's called. I'm in the Upper East Side right now, and this is where the book I'm reading right now takes place. So I'm looking around and I feel like I'm in my book. Are kind of random, but okay, here it is. It smells the same as the blue one. I guess it's a little more sugary. I'm gonna see how it wears on the skin, but I think I still like the blue one better. Yeah, I don't know. It smells like a Victoria's Secret body spray. Like it doesn't smell expensive by any means, whereas I feel like the blue one kind of smells like Baccarat, so it's luxurious and it feels more expensive. No. Sorry, Ari. Love you. I just walked into Target. I didn't even mean to come in here. I literally just walked in. Oh my god, there's Halloween stuff, you guys. I just walked past the school section and I miss school shopping. I miss like binders and pencils and notebooks. Ugh. And coordinating things. Like, you know, I'm leaving. I don't need anything at all. Shouldn't have walked in here. I have stuff to do at home. I'm leaving. Someone needs to make like a Target documentary, and I want like psychologists to break down the psychology behind like people it happens all the time. People coming in, you come in for one thing or nothing at all, like me right now, and you just feel the need to get all these things and look at every aisle like, why does this happen? I always feel so weird when I split up videos. I feel like I've only ever done this like one other time in my life, but when I film a little bit weeks prior, in this case like a month prior, and then I come back to it, because I feel like a different person to say the least. The last time you saw me, which I guess was like 2 seconds ago for you, life was a whole lot different. If you listen to the podcast, you know what I mean by that. Not the point of today's video though. We'll talk about that more on the podcast. The last you saw was the day that I spoke to my doctor and went over all of my test results. I have some updates for you. I'm excited though. It's a lot to take in and I don't really know where to start, but definitely focusing on health big time right now. I also have a lot of travel coming up. I just got back from Montana like yesterday, so I'm like trying to keep my immunity up right now, so I'm drinking my AG1. Like, health is my priority right now. It's always my priority, but like it's number one right now. I'm looking down here at this big pile of all these supplements that I'm about to show you, but before I get into that, I do want to talk about today's sponsor, AG1. You've heard me talk about them a cajillion times at this point, you guys. AG1 is a staple in my fridge. I love starting my mornings with it. I love drinking it throughout the day. I love that I can rely on it as just like a quick, easy, literally like 8 ounces of liquid to drink, but I know I'm good as far as immunity and energy and so many other benefits. AG1 is made up of 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. And it's also gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo, vegan, keto, and less than 1 gram of sugar per serving. All you gotta do is mix 1 scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of water or any liquid of your choice. Mix it up, stir it up. I recently have been adding a little squeeze of lemon and you're good. At this point, I've recommended it to all of my friends and family. My stepdad's obsessed with it. My friend Chris is obsessed with it. AG1 helps support gut health with probiotics, prebiotics, and plant-based enzymes to really help with your digestion. There's some B vitamins in there that really help with your energy and your focus throughout the day. There are some really powerful plant extracts, antioxidants, and herbs to really help support your stress and your mood throughout the day. As far as immunity, AG1 has your daily dose of zinc and vitamin C. So if you guys want to check out AG1, go to drinkag1.com/Kristen McAtee to get started on your first order. And AG1 is giving you guys a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. One more thing, if you already use AG1 or you plan on getting it, remember to refrigerate it. Okay, let me grab my handy dandy notes. I don't know how much I'm going to go into the details of the results because, as I've told you guys, like, I have really bad medical anxiety. So whether you're a doctor or not, you aren't my doctor, so please don't comment anything like coming to conclusions or like, oh my god, I know so and so who was deficient in that and this happened to them, you should really, like, I know you have pure intentions to maybe like give me a heads up on anything, but that's why I'm not going to give you guys like all the information of what my doctor said. I'm more so just kind of like wanting to share my journey with you guys, and I'm sure as I go along I will tell you more and more. This sounds like so terminal. I'm fine. Let me just put that out there. Like, I'm fine. I'm going to be okay, and there was nothing in these test results that was anything, I'm so grateful, but was anything like, you know, really, really bad that can't be reversed or taken care of. So let's start there. I'm very happy to say that. But yes, please, anything I say throughout this video, just leave only encouraging comments. This is definitely hard for me to just like talk about and think about in general, but that is why I'm like making a video about it, because I don't know, anytime things are hard, I always just share them on the internet and it just makes me feel better for some weird reason. But yeah, the test result call was like, oh my god, it was like over an hour. And just if you didn't see the last video, just to kind of sum it up, I took a series of tests. I did a blood test, a breath test, a poop test, a dry urine test, and I believe that was it. I believe it was those 4 tests. And pretty much this doctor tested me for absolutely everything he absolutely could. We looked at all my vitamin levels, we looked at cell stuff, we tested for autoimmune things, we tested my gut for so many things. My blood looks fine, everything looks fine, but my gut, we all knew this, is rocked. I have leaky gut and SIBO. SIBO is small intestine bacterial overgrowth. Pretty much leaky gut is where your stomach, you like a healthy stomach has this like mucus lining, which is good. You want it. That really helps like filter and process anything that comes through your body, and you know, helps like separate the good from the bad, so the bad isn't getting into any other part of your system, any other organs or anything. Well, I don't have that mucus, so I have pretty much like no defense in my stomach right now. Leaky gut can lead to a whole, I mean, Google, do your own research, ask your doctor, but just like a whole lot of symptoms, anxiety being a very, very prominent one, which tracks, and just my overall like nutrient intake of anything I eat. And I say that because, you know, all these like stomach issues I have and these energy issues I have always been really frustrating to me, because I eat really healthy. Like, I'm a healthy person, and that just goes to show like, yes, it's important what you put in your body, but if you don't have like I look at like your gut microbiome as like an army. If your soldiers aren't ready to fight, it doesn't matter what you're eating at that point. Like, you know, it's just not filtering what it needs to do. It's not fighting for you. So leaky gut can also lead to like a very weak immune system. I don't have the worst, but I don't have the best, to sum it up. So yeah, there's that. And then on top of that, I have SIBO, which I said, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. This for me is something where like, I'm always super gassy. I could literally eat the healthiest meal in the world and I'm still like, ugh. Like it's more than just like, I'm bloated after eating. Like, it's painful bloating. It's not just like, oh my god, I look fat. Like, it's, if you know, you know. Like, it's painful. I'm sluggish. I get headaches from it. And it gets to a point where like I almost don't want to eat because I know that eating will hurt. And it's so messed up in my head because obviously I need to eat, and I still do eat. Like I'm still eating, but I have to take like my digestive enzymes to help things break down and whatnot. And I think SIBO can happen for a plethora of reasons, is kind of what he made it sound like, but it's overgrowth of bacteria. And I feel like the past years I've always been so like, oh my God, I need probiotics. And I would make sure like I would have kimchi and like yogurt with probiotics and kombucha whenever I can get a chance. But I have an overgrowth. So all those things were actually hurting me this whole time. And that's why I never felt good after eating them or drinking them or, whatever the probiotic came through. It's not that I need to like fully cut them out completely. It's just like I don't need them as much as I thought I did. So I haven't had kombucha or kimchi or anything like that in a minute. He tested my thyroid, and like he also tested for like Hashimoto's, Lyme's, Crohn's disease. Everything looked good there, which I'm like, I could cry. I'm so grateful because that's honestly what I was really scared of, and I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful, and my heart goes out to you if you or someone is dealing with any of those health struggles, because it is a beast to tackle. And seriously, like, sending you my love and my healing and support. But there were some levels of my thyroid that were like a little low. He didn't draw like any conclusions, and he even said, he's like, I'm not saying they're low in the sense of like you're in like a bad bracket, but for me, I like to look at all numbers, and even if they're in a good bracket, I like to know where they're headed so that we can, be on top of things before it gets too late. So I do have a supplement. One of them is like a thyroid support one that I'm going to be on for a few months, because there were some like, there was another test I did. I did like a hormone test too, and with like my cortisol and stuff. And we tested that in the mornings, I don't have a lot of cortisol. So I'm sluggish in the mornings. You need that kind of burst of energy. That's kind of what your like circadian rhythm and like what the sun is supposed to give you. And when I wake up, I'm so sluggish, and not just like, oh, I need coffee, because I can't even drink coffee. Like, coffee makes me so anxious. I barely can even have a cup of green tea at this point. Caffeine just like affects me so negatively. But it's my natural body's like internal clock, where when I wake up, I just like don't have that much energy. When I did like a hormone test throughout the day, and it tested that my cortisol was super low in the morning. So he said that could be correlated with the thyroid function. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just relaying what I heard a month ago. That's another thing too. I should have recorded this right after so it was fresh in my head, but that's kind of what I remember for the most part. There was, like I said, there were some other things, but that's the gist I wanted to give to you guys and kind of share with you guys. All in all, I'm just dealing with leaky gut and SIBO right now, and it's shitty, but it is kind of common, especially with the food we have here in America. Yeah, gut health is everything. It's mind gut connection is crazy, and I am just so excited to feel better. Oh God, it makes me emotional, but like good emotional. Like, I'm just excited that I have answers and that they're reversible and that like I'll be okay. Wait, my stepdad just texted me and said, what's your AG1 promo code? My cousin wants to order some. I swear, look at that's really funny. But yeah, I'm happy tears. I am excited to look back on this and be like, wow, I feel so much better and so much more awake. And yeah, I have a regimen to follow. I'm taking iron. I'm taking something called Dim Detox. It has a whole lot of things. Pretty much he just wants to get my bowel movements on the right track. I'm really sharing everything right now. Sorry if you guys think this is gross. He literally said, he's like, if I could just get you to like pass a solid poop once a day, at least once a day, we're gonna be on the right track. Because I mean, to those of you who have normal digestion, to you, you're like, what? I do that all the time. Like, but us girlies, over here that have stomach issues and we're only pooping ever so often, our body's literally like clogged with toxins. So I'm on a detox thingy. This is to help my cortisol, the HPA adapt thing. I take it in the morning. All these are natural too. I am taking a holistic approach to this, but what I do love about this doctor is he wants to take it holistically, but he would be honest with me if he thinks I need to do something like stronger, which is nice because as you guys know, like I love the holistic approach and I love herbs and whatnot, but I do understand that Western medicine saves lives just as much, and there's a lot of value there too, and if I need it, it's there, and I'm grateful that I have the option, but I do want to start with a holistic approach. I'm taking vitamin D3 plus K2, which is really ironic because it's literally what I was just saying AG1 is giving you guys. Yeah, I'm pretty deficient in both those things, and vitamin D is like the root of so many things. Obviously you can get it from the sun, but I've noticed just like living here in New York, yeah, I'm sitting by a window right now, but I rarely have like, especially like a day where I'm inside a lot, I don't have any sun contact because the buildings are so tall. Yeah, vitamin D affects everything. Your mood is one thing, your hormones, your mental, it just like affects so many things, like even your like bone health. I have some mag citrate that I take every night. In my favorites video, one of my last videos, I did tell you guys like magnesium, again, talk to your doctor, but a lot of people tend to be deficient in it, and it helps so many things. Like it's a mineral that you really, really need in your body. These two bad boys, Candibactin AR and BR, these are what's gonna kill the overgrowth of bacteria. These bad boys I'm taking for just a month. These are the soldiers. These are like the two that are really going in there to support my intestines at this point. This one, after I take it, whenever I burp, it tastes like oregano, which is kind of fun. And then lastly, I kind of told you guys my thyroid support. There it is. There's a whole lot of stuff in here too. Selenium, zinc, iodine, ashwagandha, turmeric, vitamin A, vitamin C, a whole lot of hoopla. And then I have these digestive enzymes that I just take before every meal. I've actually been using these for like a few months now, so I'm pretty used to it. So like I was saying, I have a lot of travel coming up, so I got this pill organizer. You like take your pill out and you can spin it to the next one. So I need to put these all in there because I'm not trying to bring all these pills on a trip. So let's do some pill ASMR. I would have never thought that this would be my content. Okay, they're all packed and I labeled the bottom. This is like about a month's worth. So this will be easy to just like throw in my carry-on. I don't know if you care, but I got it off Amazon. I'll put it in my storefront if you need a 200 plus pill holder, but it's there if you need it. Okay, it's the next day and I just packed for Idaho. Did I tell you guys this? I'm going to Idaho this weekend. I guess it's in the past now, for my uncle's wedding, which is crazy, guys. My uncle's never been married before, so I'm really excited that he's like in a happy relationship and he's getting married, and it's just like a cool moment that, not that I never thought would happen because that sounds mean, but like, I don't know. He's always just been like Uncle Jason, like single, and now he's like fully getting married. It's just so cool. But yeah, this is my suitcase and it looks like a little girl's suitcase, but it's the perfect size, and it's like, it's by Monos, which is like really expensive, but Drunk Elephant sent it to me like years ago and I use it all the time, but I hate that it looks like a little girl's suitcase. So I'm thinking about painting it. Obviously not right now because I leave in just a few hours, so I'm not gonna paint it now, but I need to do something with it. I don't want to necessarily like cover it in stickers because that just sounds like it'll take forever, but can you paint a suitcase or would it just chip? I don't know, or like wrap it like how you wrap a car. But yeah, I'm only taking a carry-on and this is the way to travel. I've always been a person that's like, why wouldn't you check a bag? You could bring as all the options you want, blah blah blah. But now after what happened with Alex in Montana and her checking a bag and it being like such a bitch to find because her layover was messed up and we talked about on the podcast. Our whole Montana story was crazy. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, try to shove everything into carry-on. I even bought these like packing cubes that like you put stuff in and then you zip it up to close it, and then there's a second zipper to compress it, kind of like what some suitcases have, that like second zipper. But yeah, I want to show you guys what I'm wearing to the wedding. It's a chill wedding. My family is so like I think the wedding's in like a backyard. Like it's a chill wedding. Literally the bride said she's gonna be barefoot, so I think we're all gonna be barefoot, which I love. But I'm gonna wear this dress. So our friend Alexis, she has a vintage shop in Vacaville in California. It's called Luna and Wolf. I actually have, the jacket I'm bringing is her merch. Look at how cute. So these, all the blanks that she printed her merch on are like vintage blanks, which is brilliant. So Luna and Wolf, check them out. Really cool store in Vacaville. But she sent Alex and I a lot of really cool stuff, but one of them was this dress. She sent this one to Alex, but I needed something like nice for a wedding, but not like too formal, considering people are going to be like barefoot and like drinking beer and like being chill. So it's this like, don't mind my sweat rings. We just podcasted and I get really sweaty when we podcast. You see it? It's like pastel yellows and blues and yeah. And it's kind of like midi length, but then the bottom is like super like angled and like whimsical. So I feel like it'll actually look really cute being barefoot, and it doesn't wrinkle, which is nice. So I can just like throw it in here, and I'll probably hang it up the night before just to let it air out. But that's another thing. Whenever I like pack for formal things, I have to think about what I need to do to make it not wrinkly once I get there. Sometimes, I mean, we're staying at like a little Airbnb, like I don't even think there's going to be a steamer in there. So really banking on just packing clothes that exclusively do not wrinkle. Where is it? There's the pill that showed you. I've used it a few times. Wrinkle remover. It works really well though. Wrinkle spray, who would have thought? Definitely seems like one of those things that's gimmicky, but it works. I'm also, speaking of my pills, I'm on day 2 right now. I feel fine. I don't know. I actually, you know what? I do feel like I have a lot of energy. I feel like I'm even talking a lot. I also had half caffeinated coffee drink from Starbucks earlier, so that might be a little bit, but I did only drink like that much because then I got scared that it was gonna make me anxious. Anyway, I do feel like I have more energy. I don't know if it's like that HPA one that I was telling you guys that like helps my adrenals in the morning to give me energy, or I did sleep pretty well too because I took the magnesium before bed. But yeah, I'm already packed and I need to finish this video. I have to edit the podcast, and then I want to try and go to bed by like 9. Doubt that's gonna happen, but I at least need to be like settling down by then because I have to wake up at like probably like 4. Tomorrow's just gonna be a travel day, so I'm not excited about that. But yeah, I'm gonna close out the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was kind of a vlog, but then also very informational with all the gut stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Life's kind of weird right now. I have a lot of changes going on in like all aspects, and it's fine, like I'm fine, but I do feel like I'm all over the place sometimes, so sorry if it reads that way. As always, if you guys want any more of me, advice comes out every single Monday. That's always linked down below. We had a really cool story time of everything that happened in Montana. We also have an episode that we just did talking about like how to fill up your cup in happiness and what that really looks like as an individual, as a relationship, as friendships, like how to make your happiness compatible with other people. And it was a really good episode, so that's also out. And yeah, everything is linked down below as always. Thanks for listening to absolute nonsense. Love you guys. Bye.